Hello, it's Ladida, Reality Check TV. This is part two. I had touched up a little earlier today, talking to the ladies about just not being envious. Another thing I want to talk about is as well promiscuity. Everybody has. If you are not a virgin, the likelihood of you being with more than one person is definite, and this is what I have to say about that. I'm the type of person like this. I will never be the girl to walk in a room and I've slept with everybody in the room, or I've slept with the majority of people, or I've slept with the majority of people in the 253 or the 360 or the 206. I'll never be that girl. I maybe have moments in life, maybe every 3-4 months, that's about it. One person. 3 or 4 months later, maybe, it's going through my head, less, maybe. But I'll never be that girl who's just on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. Gotta do, but she got a main, got a side, another side, another side. Like, no. My heart's with someone, but at the end of the day, we're not ready for a relationship. Period. And that's because, on some real shit, a lot of people are in our business. People can say, oh, you put your business. I never put his name online ever. Just because I might do some photo shoots or whatever, that ain't, that's art, baby. And I'll go out and I'll see how women act. And I understand why men have no respect for women. Or the women that they do have respect for, the little Amish girl, you know what I'm saying, that ain't doing nothing. And I feel like a woman doesn't really understand how important her body is until she loses her virginity. And I think being a virgin is very rare. But being a pure virgin, there's a lot of virgins that I know of that have sucked up the whole team or take it in other places. And that's worse than not being a virgin in my book. If you're portraying yourself as a virgin, but you're doing it in the mouth and the butt, that's disgusting. And that makes you even lower of a woman. And I know too many women doing that. But if you're not a virgin, I don't think you should be out in the streets like that. I don't think you should, I think that if you do, everybody has moments where they want to have fun, or they may have a drunk night or whatever, But when you're doing it every single week and it's a different person every week, it's going to catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? And there's having fun with your man and, maybe you want to have another girl, or they're just being plain stupid. I've had girls literally day one drop it for me and my dude. I don't know you. You don't know me. All you know is a pretty face. That's crazy. I think it's crazy how someone can see someone, male or female, and just instantly want it. I mean, maybe when I was like 10 and I liked Bow Wow. Oh my gosh, Bow Wow! But once I saw Bow Wow, I was like, he's hella short. No! I don't like him no more. You know what I'm saying? All the guys I used to have crushes on, I found out they were drug addicts, hoes, and just nasty and had no respect for women. So I was like, oh, the guy I liked, he was so fine, light skin, blue eyes, but he was really just another basic dude. It's not all about looks. It's about what's inside. And I could see a girl post a picture. I could post a professional picture that doesn't sell sex at all, right? And then there'll be a girl post a picture right after me who's fat with her shirt off, gut out, and she'll get 100 likes. That's crazy. And it's not about likes and shares and RTs and all that bullshit. And that's what our generation is so stuck on. People are getting famous from Facebook nowadays. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. People are twerking for Vine, for likes. People are teaching their little kids to twerk for freaking RT. That's crazy. I'll never let my little girl twerk. I don't care. I don't even know how to twerk. My sister told me I think she told me what the red nose was. I think I showed her the Miley Cyrus twerking, and honestly, I still can't twerk to this day. That's just me, though. I can dance, shuffle. But the whole point of this is saying this. When you base your life around lust and sex, it's only going to catch up to you. I know too many guys who have just been played by the wrong girl, and now they're just another baby's daddy. you know? And while the mom's up at the club every weekend with a different dude every weekend. That's crazy. But you want to portray yourself as a lady. People say, oh my gosh, why is she talking about this? Because it's the world we live in, and I think it's disgusting. I think it's wrong that people will post and try to portray themselves as a certain image, but when you go to their house or when you really see who they are, they're living in a shithole. Their car's a piece of... My car's a piece of shit, right? But at least it ain't a shit on the inside. I ain't got trash and all this shit all over the walls and shit. My house isn't disgusting. You know what I'm saying? I take care of mine. Sometimes I can do a little better job, but I think that people just don't have respect for themselves, and that's why they, you know, a guy told me the other day, he was like, you know why I fuck around? I don't feel no more. I feel like I've been through so much that I gotta feel something, so I just get around. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy that a man will find a girl online the same night and love her. You met her online and the same night and you love her? I don't know about that. I mean, I guess back in like year 1 or 2, you know, you could just be like, la! And the girl would come down from her little castle and, you know, fly away. But this ain't that time. Life isn't always just a fantasy, you know? I really feel like our generation is driven on sex. You know, I'm not even gay and I can get a girl to do whatever I want. That's crazy. And when it comes to that, I understand why men are the way they are. And women, it's been like this since Eve. You know, we just can't get a grip. But I want to be the difference, saying you don't got to be Marilyn Monroe. You don't got to be Nicki Minaj. You don't got to sell yourself short to make it. And even though a lot of people making it are selling themselves short, you don't got to be that person. You don't got to be with a guy or sleep with a guy just to feel something. Read your Bible. Do what your hobby is, what you like to do. That's what I do. There was the other day I was about to break down and I was just like, I almost called someone just to, you know, there's times, yes, that I want to hit up an ex or whatever, but at the end of the day, they're an ex for a reason. They're a past for a reason, and they're not in my life for a reason. And you know what I did? I just started zoning out to music. Started writing. Finished 2-3 songs, you know? A lot of people, they don't write. Maybe your hobby is cooking. Maybe it's gardening. Maybe it's watching movies. Whatever. But my whole thing is you don't have to sell yourself short. There's having fun and being dumb. Know your role. There is categories, okay? There is stereotypes. Who cares? It's true. There's only a few different type of people you can be. And which one do you want to be? Everybody wants to say they're different, but they're all living the same lives. And they're living in the world. I could see maybe 18, 19, maybe. For 18, 19, maybe. About that time. About it. After that, you're just lost. If you're doing the same things you were doing in high school and you're doing it now, or middle school, there was girls in middle school giving dome. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so disgusting. No, you gonna do it too. I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, you gonna do it too. No, I don't. Unless, you know, I've had 3 boyfriends and they're the only ones that have gotten that luxury. I think it's disgusting. And again, all those girls are just got a couple babies, daddies, or just ain't about nothing. But this message is just to say this. You do not have to sell yourself short, okay? You do not have to fuck that designer to get the deal. You do not have to sleep with that producer or that photographer to get on, especially when they're not even on themselves. You don't have to do that, ladies and gentlemen. You have a choice. It's your body, it's your mind, and like I said before, the devil wants your soul. That's anything that your desires, your heart's desires, your deepest wants, your deepest need, whatever you want. But the Lord, He wants your heart. And your heart builds everything. Lust is temporary destruction and satisfaction. Love is eternal and sacrifice. Easy route, hard route. Easy, hard, easy, hard, easy. It's easy to be easy. It's harder to be good. Just know your worth. And if you ever need any advice at all, like, I'm so, like, a chill person. You can ask all my anybody, guy, girlfriends. Like, honestly, I don't really have too many girlfriends besides when I worked at Red Lobster, a few at Black Angus, and when I lived in 360. I hang out with a lot of guys because I'm in the entertainment business and it's ran by guys. But I will never be that girl getting done by anybody in the entertainment business and all of them. You know, I mess with one or two people in the entertainment business, period. And that's being in it for 5 years. That's pretty damn good. And I ain't ashamed to say that. Because at the end of the day, I know what I am and I know what I'm not. And I know with how many artists I've worked with and how many people I've worked with and how